Charles, and this is the Change Vlog. It's Friday, and I'm pretty excited because today, after work, I'm hopping on the expressway, and I'm heading back to New York. New York is where I grew up, upstate New York, not the city, just outside of Rochester, New York. I'm going back because one of my best friends from high school is getting married, and I'm super excited for him. Going to attend the wedding. One of my great friends out here, Ashley, she's the one who introduced me to Willow Creek Church. She's agreed to tag along with me and be my date for the wedding, and she actually lived in Rochester for about 4 years, so she's excited to go back there too and see some of her old stomping ground, see a couple of her old friends, and then see a couple of places in the area that she had never seen before, places where I grew up, and I'm excited to do all that. So this is going to be a great weekend. I can't wait. To my ex, and my oldest son is ready to come home. He's been with his mom and his grandparents for about 4 weeks. I guess that's long enough. He's ready to come home, sleep in his own bed, see some of his friends, and just kick back for the summer a little bit before football in high school starts again. So, pretty exciting weekend. I can't wait to get to work, get through the work day, and then get going for this weekend because it's going to be a whole lot of fun. Finally, end of the day, Friday, gotta love it. Going to pick up my friend Ashley, and then we are going to head to New York. So stay tuned, more to come. Hey, it's about time to leave Illinois. We're switching the car stuff over, packing the car with both of our bags, and then we're going to be driving through the night. So this wasn't a very interesting vlog day. I actually didn't get to talk too much, didn't get to go into any of my plans or what I did today. Mostly got ready for a relaxing weekend, filled with lots of fun. I mean, it's going to be jam-packed, but I'm hoping it's relaxing and enjoyable, and it doesn't have to always be this deep thought moment. Dealing with these things, I think just sometimes a weekend getaway to see old friends and share good times is exactly what the doctor ordered. So I'm getting ready to go. Like I said, loading up the car. I think what I'm going to do, because I don't have a lot of footage for today, I actually shot a ton of footage yesterday. I could talk about my faith and my spirituality for hours. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to take some of that extra footage that I took yesterday, and I'm going to put it into today's vlog so that I can finish my story, because I think yesterday's vlog, when you see it, you should have already seen it by the time you see this one, but when you see it, it kind of ends abruptly because I was feeling cramped by how much time. I think I ran like 14 minutes. So I think what I'm going to do is take the footage from yesterday, throw it in the end of this one, let me finish my story about my spirituality and my faith and the resources that I use and where I go to church and all of those things, and I'll inform you on those, and then I'll pick it up tomorrow when I'm in New York and show you all the cool things we do, starting with the wedding and visiting my hometown, and we'll see what other trouble we can get into. So for now, thanks for watching. Hope to see you again. What I want to do now is maybe give you a tour of some of the resources I use, and talk about some of the things that I do now. So I go to church. I go to a great church called The Chapel, and I believe it's thechapel.org if you want to check out their website. They put all of their services online. They're just an amazing church. They're just like 7 different campuses, and they simulcast their service. Pastor bounces from church to church each week, and everybody gets the same message, and you feel like you have a sense of community with 7 different campuses, and they'll be running a program at one campus, and you feel like you can show up there and you know exactly what these people have been receiving as a message and what kind of life they've been trying to live, based on the way this church is run, and it's fantastic. And I go there Sunday mornings. Now recently, I've met a great friend of mine. So for the last month or so, I've met a new friend about 3 months ago, and she has influenced me in a great way, and she's introduced me to a new great church in the area called Willow Creek. Willow Creek is massive, endless resources, just an amazing facility, amazing leaders, and just an awesome congregation that obviously gives generously and then therefore gets opportunities in return. They have an incredible amount of resources, and they have opportunities for all types of children, teens, early, people in their 20s, elderly. They have resources for, they have a cars ministry. There's just a million things that this church has that is just amazing. It touches so many people. And I've actually been going there with my friend Ashley on Saturday nights, and then going to my church on Sunday. So I've kind of doubled up, and I've been receiving a lot of the message and a lot of teachings the last month or so, which is very cool. And I'm blessed to have Ashley in my life. And I think you'll get to see her very soon, as she's going to be around this weekend for the wedding. And so I've been doing that. So I've been doubling up on my messages and my teaching on weekends. And then also on Thursday mornings, as I mentioned when I woke up early this morning, I have entered a men's small group. We meet at the Panera Bread right here in the town where I live at 6:15 in the morning on Thursdays. It's a struggle to get out of the house and get there by 6:15, but it's definitely worth it. We've seen some amazing messages. We sometimes it's a workbook with some readings. The last series we had actually had DVDs that accompanied it. So we would bring a little portable DVD player. We would watch the DVD and then fill out the booklet, and then we would discuss as a group. There's questions at the end of each chapter, and we would discuss as men, all around the same age, many of us with kids. All of us have been married at least once. And we can relate, and we can talk about successes and failures and help each other out, become better Christians, become better men, and better spouses, whether they're married now and they want to be better husbands, or we're looking, in a position where in the future we'll find someone new, as God pushes that person into our life, and we'll be better spouses for it. And then each night, it should be obvious, but I don't think it always is for Christians, is I pray. I pray for those around me. I pray for guidance and wisdom. I rarely pray for something to happen or for something to be given to me. I don't believe that's how it works. I think that you'll be given what you're given when it happens. And what you need, though, is the strength, the wisdom, the maturity, the intelligence to take that thing and accept that gift. Right next to my bed is a bookshelf, and on that bookshelf is all my resources. You can see my clock, and then right here is a picture of me and the oldest two children way back. That I believe is prior to the adoption. So that's an old photo. That's in our old house in New York State. And that's Brian up top and Gwendolyn on my chest. Awesome kids. Brian is now 15 and Gwendolyn is now 10, to give you an idea of how much they've grown. This is actually a great bear. I'm a Yankees fan growing up in New York. This is a great little guy they named Bernie after my favorite player, Bernie Williams, and they put this thing in here. Happy birthday, Daddy! So that's my little Bernie bear with a picture of the two oldest. And I don't have a picture on the shelf of the youngest, which I should do at some point. But there are plenty of pictures of her around the house. So if I go down to this first shelf, this is really what I want to show you. I believe in many resources for reading. I read the Bible almost every night. I have many versions. This is the version that Jenny gave me, which is a New King James Version. I have a Hope Bible, a Hope for Today Bible by Joel and Victoria Osteen. This Bible is, and it's a great resource to lift your day and take the verse that you would read and apply it to your everyday life. I also have a Message Bible, which was given to me by my wife's aunt, Aunt Bonnie. She's amazing. She's an incredible Christian, just so strong in her faith. And the Message Bible is a Bible that is written a more modern layman's language. So, but it's very inspirational. Very resources. I have a couples Bible that my wife and I actually read from for many times, many years. Um, I have a family life and marriage Bible, which again was something that we were using. I have Power of the Praying Husband, which is actually a book that was suggested by a cousin after I found out about the affair, and we were trying to um, uh, rebuild things. It's actually a great book written by Stormy Martin, I believe, O'Martian. I'm not 100% how to say her name, but it's a fantastic book, giving you the different areas of how you should pray for your spouse as a husband or as a male in a relationship. I would say I don't think you have to be married in order to use that book. And she's also written A Power of a Praying Life, which is again just how to be a better Christian. Again, another marriage builder book, Christian based. We have If It Hurts, It Isn't Love, which is a book about daily affirmations and the idea that relationships should have honesty and that type of stuff. Have a book about when religion becomes evil. That's theology stuff. I have A Purpose-Driven Life, which is a program my wife and I did together with Jenny and her husband, actually back when we lived in New York, written by Rick Warren. And it's 40 days of reading, and it's accompanied by a video of everything. And that was one of the shocking things about everything that's happened. I mean, it's not like I was a Christian and I married somebody who wasn't and didn't believe any of the same values or faiths. I would have to say that um, I would actually say that Rebecca reinforced my faith over the years. And in a lot of ways, she was the rock and the leader in that department. So that was very shocking when all of this come out, for her to break her values, to disregard her beliefs. And the last serious personal conversation I ever had with her, and the moment I knew that the marriage was actually over and could not be saved, was a phrase that she told me, that she didn't want the God stuff to cram down her throat. And when a woman you've known for 9 years, who has been a rock in her faith and thirst for knowledge in that faith, suddenly wants nothing to do with it, something has changed, something has broke, and that you can't fix it anymore, that you are just a man here on earth that can't fix that kind of relationship. Thank you for watching. I hope to see you again in future videos, and good night for now.